Imagine if you knew exactly how to influence and impact people in your life and in your business. How much easier would it be to help your customers and even your loved ones? Well, you're in for a treat in today's episode.
It's time to speed up your results and take your business and life to the next level in just 10 minutes.
Welcome to episode 1 of Real Results in 10 Minutes, where in 10 minutes I give you real practical strategies and a printout that I made so you will literally walk away and be able to accelerate your results in your business and your personal life. How does that sound? I want you to spend your time really wisely. So I am pressing fast forward on reading a book because I want you to get to that bit that really matters, which is implementing the lessons from the book so that you can get results in your business and life. So let's get into it. Today, you will walk away knowing exactly how to influence and impact the people in your life and in your business. And the book it's a very popular one, How to Win Friends and Influence People. You're absolutely going to love this and you're going to love the printout I have for you at the end. It's going to make your life so much easier. Does it bother you when your clients don't listen to you, or when your friends or kids or partner don't listen to you? See, it may feel like they aren't listening to you. It's actually because of how you're communicating to them. And it happens in life and business way too often. You sell this result to your customers, but you're not impacting them enough for them to jump and take action. Or you give advice to your friend and the next day they're still complaining about the exact same thing. Good news, I have a solution and it is very simple and extremely powerful. Actually, it's that powerful that once I read this one line in the book, I was like, yep, I'm done. This book is amazing. This is exactly what the book says. Men must be taught as though you taught them not. So what this means is you really have to, in order to have impact on someone and really influence them, you actually have to teach them as though you taught them not. Now, I'm sure you're now sitting there wondering, so how do I teach people something, but in their eyes it doesn't look like I taught them anything? Well, write this down so you don't forget. I'm going to write it down with you. What it means is you have to teach people as though you taught them not by helping them find it within themselves. So you want to empower people, empower them to realize it within themselves. So if you can do this and do it subtly so that no one feels like you're even teaching them, you will be able to impact and influence so well. And as the saying goes, you need to be wiser than other people, but do not tell them so. So now, on to my next point. Would you like to know the biggest problem people have when they're trying to influence and impact others? Get rid of the whiteboard. It's because they're constantly trying to be interesting. So whether it be that you want to get your brand out there or you're just wanting to make new friends and network, here is exactly what the book says. You can make new friends in just 2 months by being genuinely interested in other people. But if you're trying to be interesting, it would take you 2 years. So being interested is way more impactful than being interesting. Now, I understand it could take some people a bit of time to go from being interesting to interested in others, but here's my thoughts to help you. For me personally, I've always been a curious person. I remember as a kid, adults getting annoyed at me because I would ask question after question. But I am just someone who loves to learn, hear people's stories, and I'm just genuinely interested in people. And I honestly believe we technically all are. Otherwise, movies would not be a big thing, right? Going to see a movie has nothing to do with you being interesting. You only go watch a movie because you are genuinely interested in that story that's in the movie. And you're that interested that you go out of your way to go to the cinema. You pay for your seat, then you sit in the same position for hours because you're that interested in the movie. There's my proof. See, we humans can all make the shift from being interesting to interested. So ask yourself, how can you be more interested in your customers? How can you show your customers that you're interested and that you do care about them, and not just, oh, look at me, look at what I've got, look what I can do, look at how amazing my business or service or product is. Really think about these questions because it's an absolute key. So would you like me to explain an example of this? Yes? All right. Well, whenever I go into gyms, I always read that board, or they've got a TV up that tells you about their personal trainers. PTs have this amazing opportunity. Members at the gym are constantly walking past this board or TV, and the PTs have the ability to attract clients to them, right? Like we have the ability to attract clients to us and our business. But take a guess what PTs write on this board. They have, this much space, like if it's a TV, it's this much, and they write all about themselves. They're saying, here's my qualifications, here's what I've done, here's where I've studied, they even write down their hobbies. I'm not even joking. So here they are trying to be interesting in order to get clients. And I can tell you one thing right now, no client or customer is going to go out of their way to get in contact with you and pay you money just because you are interesting. Of course not. Your customers are only interested in one thing, and that is themselves. So if you're trying to be interesting in order to get their attention, it will take you a lot longer than if you were just genuinely interested in them. So I want to ask you right now to reflect on your marketing. How do you currently communicate? I'll give you a sneak peek to what's in the printout that you'll get at the end. So before you were to press, enter on a Facebook ad or any type of marketing, I want you to do this. Put yourself in your customer's shoes. Pretend to be your customer and read over what you've written. Now ask yourself, will my customer feel like I'm interested in them? Now this tip alone will help you get so much business because you're seeing it from your customer's point of view. So let me put it this way. Let's say together we go to the gym and we're trying to choose a personal trainer. There is 10 to choose from, and we are reading all about their lives, their qualifications, their hobbies, the fact that they like to play soccer. But then all of a sudden, a PT catches our attention because they say they can do this for us. They show us some before and after pictures of what they've achieved for their clients. We're thinking, wow, this personal trainer understands me. They're interested in me. I think this personal trainer could really help me. So of course, we're going to call up that trainer, wouldn't we? So what did this one personal trainer do different from the other 9 personal trainers we could have chosen? See, they were just interested in me, and right, that's it. And not just that though, they were interested in me, they knew me, I felt like they understood me, they knew my struggles, they spoke to the thoughts that were already in my head, so it's a no-brainer. Of course I will ring them, but then they're probably booked out because the other 9 trainers are too busy trying to be interesting, right? This is a perfect example of how important it is to be interested in your dream client. You will get massive results and make a lot more money when you know how to talk to your dream client. Now, I could talk about this for ages. So what I'll do is I'll post a special URL below in the comments, and I will give you my product for free. So if you're wanting to be able to attract clients to you, literally knocking on your door, then I will reveal all the hows, I explain the how-tos, and I remove all that overwhelm and break it down into step by step so you can walk away and really, really impact and influence your customers. And then of course, this will impact your life because I teach you how to do it in a way that makes you profit while you also can live an amazing lifestyle. Yeah, go to that link after this video so I can send it out to you for free. But let's quickly recap on what we've spoken about. You have to teach people as though you taught them not by empowering them to see it for themselves. You need to do this subtly so no one even feels like you're even teaching them. And you need to make sure you are interested instead of interesting so that people are attracted to you. You can help your customers even more. You can have better relationships with everyone in your life if you focus on being interested than interesting. Now, don't forget, I'll be sending you out the worksheet and the printout from today's episode, so don't miss that. Click on the URL so that you can put your email in so I can send it out to you. And last thing, if you really enjoyed this episode and got a lot from it, I would really appreciate you sharing it with your friends. So if you know anyone who doesn't have the time to read, tell them to watch this show every week. Not only do we read a book together, we also press fast forward so we can get the best use of our time, use our time wisely so that we can grow our business and for our own personal growth. Next week's episode is a bit of a surprise. I'm going to leave it till then, but I will see you next week. Bye.